There is a lot on my mind, and I'm probably not going to tell you all of it. What is up, you guys? It's Jimmy. Life, I'm not going to say it's been kicking my ass because it hasn't. But I've been on the more disengaged side as of late. I guess you could even say depresso espresso, bitch. Whatever you want to call it. Disengaged for sure, though. Not really caring. But it comes in waves, and also know that, I'm going to get through it. The way that I was like, it's literally 1 a.m. So even if I did want to go take someone's car and be like, I need a weed pen right now, I can't do that. I'm not going to drink my mom's alcohol either because I'm an adult. And if I was to do that, I would let her know the next day, like, hey, mom, I poured myself a glass or two. Even in that way, I've grown and changed. Thought my light was on in my closet. I'll start off with this. I'm claustrophobic. Not to the point where, I can't breathe and I feel like I'm getting hives, but I don't like being in enclosed spaces. I don't like being completely in the dark sometimes either. I sleep with my ring light on like 99% of the time. So I woke up from a nightmare. It's a really sucky nightmare. Because it was kind of my reality at one point. And I'm still unpacking it, and it's gonna take a while for me to unpack. And I made a promise to myself before I turned on this camera that I will be going back to therapy the second I get my fucking car. No, I don't really want to talk about what was in a dream. Eventually I will, but today's not that day. Don't eat sugar before bed. That helps fuel the nightmares at times. Jesus. But even before waking up from this nightmare a few minutes ago, I just wanted to sleep all day. For the most part, that's all I did. But I also took the time to clean. My dog needed a bath, so I started there. Then I cleaned the tub. Well, first I swept the floor in the bathroom. I did my laundry. My mom had to finish my laundry because she also had to do laundry, and I just kept going back to sleep. Eating and going to sleep. Hold on, guys. I also made a promise to myself, I don't even know how many years ago, that I wouldn't drink when sad. Because then I made that promise to myself because I was scared that I would become an alcoholic. The different forms of alcoholism, being an alcoholic, it's not just severe. It's not just, oh, I have to drink every hour, waking up, going to sleep. That's severe. But then there's also moderate and light. And I had to learn that to get my ABC license to serve alcohol. So it's like I do know a little bit about it. I knew what it was and called it out since I was a kid. Not to say that I lived around severe alcoholics, that's not what I'm saying, but it's on a spectrum, just like pretty much everything is when you think about it. So I don't want to be on that spectrum. I'm already on a lot of different spectrums, and I don't want to be an alcoholic. But if a fucking weed shop was open right now, I'd probably be there. So we're staying strong in that. If I woke up, I don't know, at 11, I feel like I went to bed at 11. I don't know. I kept waking up and going back to sleep, so I don't know. But we're here, and I'm not getting weed pen, even though I really want to. But again, I feel like I should keep that same promise. That's what I was getting at. I made that promise to myself with alcohol. I feel like I should do the same with weed, because I would prefer to just smoke regular weed with intention to get those creative juices flowing, or just to fucking relax, not to be slumped and lazy. That's why you don't smoke the government's weed. But yeah. um, I'm sorry I'm not really looking at you guys. This is mainly for me. Even though I'm gonna be posting it online, this is mainly for me. Cause I started this YouTube channel to journal parts of my life and where I am when it comes to self-love. Don't know what the fuck that was. But yeah, no, if you've checked out the self-love playlist, the first video is very fucking sad. So I should probably put, like, not a trigger warning, but like something in that playlist, like, hey, it starts out kind of sad or something like that. I don't fucking know. But still love myself. I'm my number one fan, you feel me? I just gotta get over this hurdle. Yeah, I'm probably all, I don't know. My friend, she knows, so I could text her about it. But I really didn't know where else to go. And I want to be vulnerable with you guys at times. So yesterday, didn't really care much to go on a walk. I was like, bro. But hey, as long as I'm cleaning and washing my ass, like, it'll seem like I'm fine on the surface, but like I'm not. And my mom could tell. She kept asking me what was wrong, and I was trying to avoid that by cleaning. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you. Some days are just better than other days. And I've been overworking myself, and yeah, I know that my job isn't a full-time job. Full-time is 40 hours. I don't get 40 hours. But isn't anything above 32 hours considered a full-time job? I don't know. But sometimes I do get over 32 hours. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to. But if that's the definition of a part-time job, 32 hours and less, then technically I do have a full-time job. And I feel overworked. And I'm not going to be picking up as many shifts for a little while. Because I need time to myself, more time to sit in it and not run away from it. From these emotions. From thoughts of the past. I don't want to run. I don't want to distract myself when the thoughts come about. If they come about at work, I can't really process them. I'm at work. But if I'm home, if I am just outside my house, I'm able to sit in it, not run away from it. And that's something that I feel like I need to do to process it. I'm going to insert a clip. I'm gonna put the time and everything, and then we're just gonna dive into it. Alright, I didn't feel like recording on my side of the room because it's junky. What is up, you guys? It is your girl Jalimi, aka Jamia, aka Mia, aka Mimi. Call me whatever you want to. So I have a fashion show coming up. It's on campus and whatnot, and I'm excited but also nervous. Not that we don't got this. It's just
practice, some people not showing up, and all that bullshit. But anyways, today we're gonna be doing my hair because I haven't made one of them videos in a minute. So we're gonna detangle it with this deep conditioner. I'm gonna spray some. Why don't I have all the products? Not this being out of water. Give me 1 second. Ooh, I'm finna fight my fucking phone. All right. I'm looking here. I got this shit in my hand still. I put some water in this hoe. All right. I need to stop swearing. No, I don't. But I need to like focus into shit. All right. So this week has been a lot. Yes, I know I switched that camera angle on y'all, but it had to be done. So first we're gonna spray our hair with warm water, low-key hot, because when it comes out, when it's in there hot, it comes out warm, but if you put it in warm, it's gonna come out lukewarm. It's bullshit. But anyways, make sure you get my hair nice and wet. So the last couple of weeks have been atrocious. Not really. I've just been really busy, and being busy makes a lot of people stressed. I don't know who doesn't get stressed when they're busy as hell. I get stressed when I'm not busy, but when am I not busy? During the summer, if I'm being completely honest with you. But my summer was shit too. We're not even gonna get into that. Could make a story time about it, but I'm not gonna look like booty food, whatever the fuck. But now, next, we're gonna put this deep conditioner all up in the hair. I usually start, I don't section my hair off. I feel like it's too short to section off, and even if it was longer, I might do like a couple of twists. But right now, just wanna make sure y'all see this shit. It's not just for men. I don't know why they have men under there. I think it's so more men can buy their products, but it's for everybody. Like, bitch, did you assume my hair's gender? Exactly. Anyways, but no, make sure this shit is lathered with water, because having type 4 hair, whatever, you have to keep that moisturized. Never brush without something on your hair. If you are brushing or combing your hair dry, picking it out dry, stop that, girl. But no, wanna know how I know I'm stressed as hell? Damn. Anyways, wanna know why I'm stressed? Wanna know how I know I'm stressed? Is because there is hair everywhere on the floor, and I would sweep it up, but I don't have a sweeper. Broom. Girl, I can't talk. That's how long of a freaking week it's been. And it's only fucking Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I wish it was end of the day. And by end of the day, I mean end of my life. Let me not make those jokes on here. But no, so like the last couple of weeks have been a little crazy to the point where I don't even remember what happened last week. Let's see. I've been preparing for, exams coming up. It's getting close to the end of the semester. Learning my script for acting class, preparing for this fashion show, preparing for this talent show this next week. I got caught with, should I say this? Because I don't know if it's going to be on my record, so should I even say that I was caught with something? Anyways, basically, I was caught with a bong, but wasn't caught with weed, but my room smelled like weed, so they had to check and found stuff. It happens. I'm surprised that they caught me. I've been smoking in my room since August, and it's November. But at the same time, it's almost as if I wanted to get caught. I know, stupid. I know. Hear me out though. I like get in these modes to where I get tired of doing the same shit each week. So like, I don't like schedules that are, how people get burned out. I feel like if I'm doing the same thing over and over again, whether that be a job, school, just having the same schedule each week, I get real tired of it, and it like starts to aggravate me, which is why I feel like maybe moving around is more so for me rather than just staying in one spot. I don't know, we're all learning stuff about each other, I guess. I don't know. Girl, I'm doing such a bad job. I'm really just brushing it and combing it every which way. Are y'all learning anything from this video other than I'm a hot ass mess? Let's see. I blocked a couple of friends because I felt like they wasn't treating me right. White? Bitch. Cut the whole video. I might as well. But I ended up blocking a couple of people that were my friends that I felt like weren't treating me right or putting the same energy that I was putting in to the friendship. And this week, that happened last week, but this week, me and one of the friends made up. So that's nice. And we compromised and talked it out, and we're cool. But as for the other friend, I don't even think she noticed that I blocked her. So, and it really be like that. You claim to be a motherfucker's best friend and then don't even notice when they block your ass. It's crazy, ain't it? What else? No, I was actually like really fucking sad. I was really sad about those friendships though. Last week, it really took a toll on me. And then I had a fun ass weekend. I'm not gonna say what I did the weekend, but I had a fun weekend. And then I came back to school on Monday and was like, fuck this shit. What else? I might not even put this shit in the video. I might just be like, this is how my dumb ass detangles my hair. I just brush wherever it still feels tangled. And if I want to be more specific, because I don't just be brushing every which way, because that's how you get knots and stuff left. But I usually like go around, since y'all are trying to learn stuff and not just hear about me rant. I go around. Let's see right here. And then I slowly work my way to the middle of my head, like the top center middle. And it's not that tangled because I've been like brushing my hair every 2 days and twisting it. I should twist it every day, but I don't. I've been slacking. But if you have 4C hair, you know, every night, put that cream on it, twist it up. Y'all know the drill. But if it does get matted, what you do is you spray it with that same warm bottle of water. And like you like finger detangle it. You like finger and you pull, but not like yank that hoe, but like you see what I'm doing? You fluff it out. You fluff it out. Okay, if you didn't know, now you know. You fluff that hoe out. And sometimes I'll put the product on my ends if they feel really dry. And I already put oil on my hair yesterday. So we're good to go into the shower. If there's anything else that I need to talk about, no. I've been getting into like, do I want to talk about that on here? We might as well. So to make money, I actually started in OnlyFans and sex work. That's legal. Yes. But it's not for everybody. Definitely not for everybody. And doing this type of job and just doing this work in general, you have to set a lot of boundaries. Like, if somebody stink, you gotta go. Like, that was my first boundary that I set really freaking fast, because not somebody trying to pull up straight from work smelling like cheese. Girl, I have so many freaking story times, and I've only been doing this stuff for like a month. It's crazy. It's crazy. And just on that person that smelled like cheese alone, that could just be a whole story in itself. But yeah, that kind of work has been taking a toll on me as well, but it's getting things paid. It's getting things paid. I'm not gonna knock the hustle, considering that I'm doing the hustle, you feel me? And with these like 2 to 3 little weeks left that I have, like on campus, I might as well stack up my money before I leave. You feel me? You feel me? If you a hustler, you feel me? You don't necessarily have to do the things that I'm doing to hustle, but it's a hustle nonetheless. So if you feel me, you feel me. If you don't, you don't. You don't gotta agree with everything that I do, but just know that that's the things that I'm currently doing, and it's working for me. Slowly getting out of school debt. I'm not doing more dumb shit though. Like, I don't know. We might keep that in there. We might not keep that in there. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Yes, I'm throwing the hair on the ground because I'm going to get it up all with like a fucking paper towel. Since my dad wanted to say he was gonna bring my broom in August and it's November. Anyways, my hair is all detangled and we can now go into the shower.
Because I made the conscious choice to do sex work for X amount of many months that turned into X amount of many years, I have a lot of trauma surrounding sex. And even before doing sex work, I've had a lot of trauma surrounding sex or sexual encounters, things of sexual nature. I've just had a lot of trauma and still do. I'm unpacking it around those things. And it's the fact that I'm still such a giving person, and I feel like people don't care. So I just have to care for myself until others care. But I can't expect anyone to care, if that makes sense. I want others to care and to be there when I cry, but they can't always be. Nobody can always be there except for me, for myself. So again, I have to be my number one fan, my number one supporter, my number one love. And I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of that, despite the way that I feel in this moment in time. I just want to fucking hit something. I just want to curl up in a ball and let it out some more. But then it's like it'll pass, and then I'm gonna keep loving me. I want to know the hurt that I really want to experience. I mean, I don't want to. I don't pray for it every day, but it's like having someone to love, someone to hold, someone that cares about you deeply, and that hurt of losing them to natural causes. Because say that I'm dating a man, men typically die quicker than women. So the percentages of that happening are higher than they're most likely to happen. And it's like that's the hurt that I want to experience before I die. I would hope that if I have kids that I die before them and not after them. That's a hurt no parent wants to experience. But yeah. I don't know, that's so weird and random to want, I guess. I don't know. I feel like my throat's closing up, but it's not. I want a love that's so deep that it really hurts when it's gone. This is shit that I've experienced in the past, like connecting to men, children, men in, like that are still kids mentally, regardless of their age. I've dealt with plenty of those. It doesn't hurt as much. It's not to be expected, but it doesn't hurt as much. But also, don't see myself dealing with that in my present or my future, which is nice. But the next person that I mess with, if they really do want long term, we probably both will have a lot to unpack with each other. Healing is never truly over. Like, you're not supposed to be like in a healthy relationship the second that you're 100% healed. Like, we're always healing. I don't know where that came from, where that even started. Like, oh, you have to fully love yourself before you get in a loving relationship. And it's like, how can you love the parts that you don't even see from another person's perspective, if I'm making sense? Am I making sense? Things that ooze out of you that you don't even realize because you've pushed it so far in the back of your mind, or people have constantly told you that's something weird about yourself, whatever the case may be. And then someone comes into your life and loves all parts of you, and parts that you didn't even realize were always there, or the parts that you didn't even realize that you hidden from yourself, the parts that you can't fully accept, the parts that you're insecure about. Even then, I feel like I'm crazy because even then, through all the things that I briefly mentioned, I'm still open to the possibility of someone loving me for a lifetime. Because I know it's out there. And I know I'm not naive for thinking that someone can love me deeply because I love myself. I love myself to be vulnerable. I love myself to take care of myself even on my low days. I love myself deeply to the point where I am still accepting every part of myself that comes to the forefront, including insecurities that I thought I got over. I'm loving me every day, bro. So why couldn't someone else love me every day? You know what I'm saying? I got family that loves me every day. Friends too. So why wouldn't I get a partner as well that loves me every day? No one's words are gonna convince me otherwise that I'm undeserving of a lifetime of love. It's just not true. And on that note, peace and love, friends.